Jesús Rafael Soto was born on June 5, 1923, in Ciudad Bolívar, Venezuela. He was the oldest son of a family of 7. His parents are Emma Soto and Luis Garcia Parra. He became a poster painter for the movie theater in Ciudad Bolívar at the age of 16. In 1949, Alejandro Otero encouraged Soto to go to Paris, where Otero and some other alumni of Caracas Art School moved in 1945. Soto discusses the concept of emulation of motion by previous artists by stating, "The idea of introducing movement into painting is as old as art itself. Perhaps it is even more obvious in certain works, such as those of Michelangelo or other artists, in whom the desire to project figures into space, to create the illusion that they can move in all directions, becomes almost an obsession. In a more conceptual way, it is in Cézanne and the Cubists that one can see this dynamic fourth dimension, which was eventually to take shape in isolated cases, such as Gauguin's and Duchamp's machines, or Caldier's mobiles." Soto continues, "No artist today can ignore space-time. We must find artists, even among those who continue to work within two-dimensional formats, who provoke a new sentiment, that in art there are no longer observers, but participants. The artist does not have the final word." In 1949, he shows 14 paintings of landscapes, portraits, and still lifes at his first personal exhibition. In 1954, he shows some of his earlier works at the Salon des Realités Nouvelles. In 1955, Soto presents his plexiglass reliefs in the exhibition Le Mouvement, held on April 6 to the 30th at Denise René's gallery. In 1960, Soto decides to change his style. He says, "All through my research, one question has perpetually been in my mind. How to make sure that matter returns to its essential value, that is, energy. Or to put it in less abstract terms, how to make sure that the elements used in the construction of my work are absorbed by a fusion of space and time, in which they lose their solid nature to reach a transitory state of vibrations. Hence my preference for simple elements, such as squares and points, seeing that it is easier with them to show that any material form can lose its personality to the point of becoming its own opposite and call its own structure in question." In the 1970s, Soto creates his penetrables, which he describes as "with penetrables, my most recent creations. This participation becomes tactile, even often auditory. Man interacts with his surroundings. Matter, time, and space form a true trinity, and movement is the force which demonstrates the trinity. I believe that man is not facing the universe, but that he is inside the universe, and that is why I no longer believe in painting."